divine, infinite human beings, world that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. I'm here in Palermo, Quattrocante, with Kiki, who's getting arrested by the police. No, just kidding. So anyway, let me walk away from the confusione for a minute to say happy August. I know in America everyone's going back to school, but here it's the height of tourist season, and this week all the Italians go everywhere, especially to the beaches. So I'm here in Palermo because it's empty. And it's a great time to be in Palermo. Not too hot in the morning. So that's my tourist report. Now let me give you some Ascension information, all right? Because you have to live, all right? You have to live, and you have to bring these frequencies down into your body and into your life. And that's what we're doing now as we're gliding. Some of us, maybe we're having a few bumps, into the super blue moon, once in a blue moon. And this is your opportunity to, once in a blue moon, actually change your life, okay? And I talked a lot about the lunar harnesses on the female in my newsletter, the dark feminine, and us as the divine feminine being actually evacuated or exiled, is a better word, to the shadows of the feminine, the dark feminine, the lunar reflection of the solar male. And we have to face it, ladies, that's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, if you're going to talk about truth, you're going to talk about the cabal, you're going to talk about all that stuff. You have to also talk about our daily lives. And we have not historically, okay, historically, through the dark masculine history of our planet, had a voice. And I'm doing a lot of work with my thyroid. Isn't it interesting that most women have thyroid problems with my voice, with opening up? Because I have past life memories of every time I spoke out and used my masculine voice, because we're both male and female, I often with my head, I had my head chopped off, I was hung, I was, what you name it. And that's been the Inquisition. I am here where the Spanish Inquisition for about 500 years ruled supreme, and I visited in another video the places where these prisoners were held and the murals that they created on the walls from their own excretions. And it was all about, being in the name of Christ. They were being martyred and crucified, and they were the real Christos beings, all right? Because they weren't according to the Christian, dogma of the times. So, and that largely happened with females. Anyone that dared to use their masculine side was cut down. Just check your records, go through your alternate identities in past lives if you're at that place where you can, and check out what I'm saying, and just feel it. Does it feel true? Does that feel right? Does that resonate? Yes, I think it does. So we're clearing that. And I know I've heard from you guys. You've been sending me emails and comments and telepathic, T-mails, I call them. And I know, especially the women, a lot of us are experiencing, I'm experiencing throat, a lot our sacral chakra, right? Sacral chakras, the feminine. Party time here. That guy's trying to pick me up on his little they don't give up here in Italy. So anyway, so we're women, okay? And we need to own that, and we need to transmute, because the lunar goddess, the moon goddess, has been all we've had. So it's kind of like giving up an abusive parent, it's all we had. So I know when I tell people, because the moons are out there, they're beautiful, they're huge, but just ignoring them is probably not gonna get us where we want to go. We want to transmute it. So there are some very positive things, even though it's packed with Metatronic reversals, but there's still quantum there to be used for manifestation. But I would encourage you to manifest with the moons your freedom from them. Manifest your fact that you can be your own light. You don't have to be the reflection of the masculine light. And that's a huge thing because, come on, girls, ladies, women, let's face it, it's real. And I tell everyone, if Peter was still alive, I'd still be doing it too. I'd be happily in the recesses saying, Peter, take care of that, Oh, I don't know, let me ask my husband. Oh, I'm not sure, let me, what is my husband gonna say? What would he think? What would he do? And, due to twist of fate, I have no children, no sons, no parents, no husband, nothing. I am me and Kiki, my true, and that's it. And that allows me, though, I think now I'm coming to peace with that, to grips with that, although it was tragic for me. I'm realizing it's giving me a heightened perspective on things so that I can be a vanguard and pave the way for women as a masculine, because I have to embody my masculine side or it don't get done, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'm carrying something going, Peter, where are you? I wish you could carry this, or, would you fix this around the house, or blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I can pull in whatever I need, and if anyone's read my book, my whole right side was, very damaged because it was hard for me to embody that masculine side of me. And it's scary, and it's scary because every time we did, we were off with the head, burned, stoned, drowned, raped, whatever. You just didn't speak out. And I talked about in my book, The Infinite Human, that, Prague, the Museum of Torture Instruments, was the only museum I saw where women were prominently mentioned. So anyway, I have been, just a little note, I'm getting out there a little bit more on Facebook and putting things I shouldn't say. So I'm just going to leave Facebook and all the social media for, fluffy puffy things like this, so you can see me, so you can hear me, so you can get a sense of my resignation, my frequency. But if you want to know what's really going on, it can't be posted on social media. So that's why I'm really promoting my book, The Infinite Human. Not to sell it, guys. I don't even think I make any money off of Amazon anymore, but it's the only place where the truth still exists within those pages. And I've gone into great red pill enema detail, and it really helps fill in the gaps and puts the puzzle pieces together back into our hidden history, back to the Christic sciences, and to our day-to-day lives. So I really recommend you get that, The Infinite Human. I am doing an audiobook of it right now, and a second edition to kind of bring it up to speed with what's going on now on the planet. And I will be doing a talk show come fall, The Infinite Human Talk Show on Voice America, the Empowerment Channel. So please stay tuned, and it's all on my website, www.infinitehuman.com. And I hope this helps you for this once in a blue moon opportunity that's coming to closure the 30th of August when the blue moon's in its fullness. So use this time to free yourself, to step into your divine masculine and feminine, and bring that herogamic union together within you. Because you are both divine, you are a divine infinite source, all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be, and you're divine feminine and divine masculine. And that's the trick now, so we can take all we know and get out in the world and share it. Because for so long we've known a lot, but we've been in the shadows, in the recesses, in the cracks and crannies, in the wings, in the corridors, manipulating the men. And now it's time for us to step out and embody that masculine and be the change, because that's the only way our earth is going to change. The guys aren't going to do it. And I'll tell you something else. Those who are heavily invested in 3D Earth, those who are successful now, those who have money, those who have coaching practices and, spiritual practices and, Oprah Winfrey's and all those, they're not going to be the change, because they would be tearing down what that has made them, okay? It's going to be the meek who inherit the earth. It's going to be those of us who have been in the wings waiting for this moment. Those of us who have been in the shadows waiting to be the true light, not the false light. All right? So it's your time, your time has come. All right, guys, so it's now, once in a blue moon. Ciao from Palermo.